Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is my C++ Minecraft clone, and we'll do a summary for everybody that's watching this video and stream for the very first time. We'll do a summary of kind of to get you up to speed, what's happening. And then the viewers that have joined early, they will decide what we're going to do today. We'll do a vote, and after 3 hours, we have a 3 hours limit. We'll do a summary of what happened this whole stream. So we'll start with what happened in the previous stream. Yo, what's up, Alex? In the previous stream, we added first-time culling, and what does that mean? Well, you can see it very easily. Look at how my FPS is like 250. Yesterday, when we started the stream, we were at 100. So first-time culling doubled the FPS. And so basically it makes it possible to render conditionally the chunks or sub-chunks. So if we look upwards to the sky, we are not rendering anything. And this should boost like the FPS, but I need to fly up probably. Yeah, look at this. This boosts the FPS to like 1000. Look at this. It boosted the FPS to 1000. But if I look down, now the FPS tanks to 100 again. But when we're on the ground, it's like 200. This is first-time culling. And we didn't like fully implement it. Like this is just the beginning of first-time culling and we still get double the FPS. But the bad side is that we're still doing this everything. We're running on just a single thread. On the main thread, we're not using multi-threading. And so when terrain generation starts, that's when the FPS drops, because we need to do a lot of additional calculations on a single thread, and it tanks the FPS. So we cannot take full advantage of the first-time culling. We need at least multi-threading. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, Dimitri? What's up? And other summaries, we have particles when we break blocks. We also have caves. We have the player. We can even bunny hop. What else do we have? We have the TNT that can explode other TNT around it. Yeah, it explodes and blasts them away. Also, the most like exciting feature for me is the chat, because there are many possibilities here. Hello, chat message here. Like it would be cool to have commands like set time day or night. We have many possibilities for the chat. And look at how it fades. It fades after like a few seconds. Anything else that we added recently? Yeah, we have the animations of textures. Anything else? I think this is kind of it. Like, oh, the village, bro, it's like it's right here, the village. Yeah. Like I'm looking at it and I'm like, anything else? So here we have the village fountain. It's the center of the village, and from here we start 4 paths, and to the left and right of each path there is a chance to spawn this structure, the house. And they don't have a door. And look at the grass. The glass also has particles, which the particles, like, we only had 3 hours for them. So like we only had 3 hours for the particles. So that's kind of the summary. And so now we can decide what we're going to do from here on out. We'll decide what we're going to do in the next 3 hours. Let's open up a notepad here. Let's bring out chat. Yo, what's up? And chat gets to decide what we do. And let me do a Twitch ping stream. Okay. Guys, now we will decide what we're going to do in this stream. And just like every time, we'll brainstorm a few options here, and then we'll need to pick 4 of those options and vote on them. So now let's brainstorm a few ideas. Last time we brainstormed like 40. We don't need 40 ideas, but however much we can, it's fine. So we have 3D noise. Alex gives this option, 3D noise. We have sound. We have ores. We have tools and weapons. Creeper, the end, the nether. We cannot do multiplayer. I have no idea how to do multiplayer. Like, it's too late for multiplayer. It's too late for multiplayer. Hey, what's up? World saving. If we do world saving and the next feature we add, it will break world saving. Like, it will break world saving. Any other ideas? Yeah, 3D Steve or like third person. Main menu. Main menu, settings. Oh, what's up, Jake? What's up? Yo, this is Jake chat. Jake yesterday carried the whole first time killing stream. Profiler in F3 menu. Gravity, yes, there is gravity. Jake, the first time killing dude. Weapons and tools. We first need weapons and tools, and then we'll add the crafting, like finish the crafting table. What do you mean command, Dimitri? I got out my notepad and started working more out. I want you to be my lawyer. It's too late for implement multiplayer. Then I should probably tell you that once I implement multiplayer into a game 16 years after it was released, bro, that's sounds tough, man. Add commands. Like, Dimitri, what do you mean by add commands? Bro, ads. I'm Studios. I've tried my best to remove ads on Twitch. I don't want ads on Twitch. Like I've said, to delay them as much as possible in the stream. And to be like absolute minute. I don't know why Twitch still has them. Yeah, 3D cloud. 3D cloud. Nighttime. What else? What else? I should probably mention the time I modded single player game to be fully multiplayer. Commands in chat. But what commands would we put? Commands in chat. Because we don't have day night, we don't have much for commands. But we can try commands for chat. Or we can do Enderman. We can do console would be good to add so you can easily debug. Anything else that we can think of for today? Like we have a 3-hour time limit. Whatever we decide to do. Oh yeah, villagers. Whatever we decide to do, it will be in the limit of 3 hours. For multi-threading, I'm not sure about that. Like, I don't have a particular idea for multi-threading on what to try. I've tried multi-threading multiple times and failed. So I still am not skilled enough for multi-threading. I'm keeping multi-threading for some later day. I'm not ready for it. Make a cover of a song I really like. Nice. Adding single player was wild. Command block. Okay, command block. Like you say to add Herobrine, but I feel like it would be better to add a regular mob because we will not do Herobrine justice. Most of the stream will be trying to render just the static mesh without the animations. And by the end, we will not be able to do Herobrine justice. Add mountains. Oh yeah, 3D noise. Just mountains. We can look at the previous ideas. We can look at. Yeah, I can look at the previous ideas. Oh yeah, Flowing fluids. Flowing fluids. Parrots. We can add the dock. Okay, we're doing Hero Brian. Hero Brian. But we don't have any mobs, so this will be the first mob we add. Like, what do you mean parrots? Parrots? Like, I know there are parrots in the game, but I think it will be difficult to add parrots. It will be a bit difficult. Tools, yeah, we have here as an option tools, and we have ores as an option, and we have 3D noise as an option as well. Yeah, it's the first option. Fishing, command ideas, time set day, night. Yeah, but we don't have nighttime. Isometric world screenshot, that was good idea from yesterday. Oh, desert structure, memory leaks, enchanting, survival inventory, fireworks, combat system. For combat system, first we need the tools and weapons. First we need the shield or spectator mode, creative survival, switch hearts. Yeah, we can do what was it? Food and hearts. Command block, I think we have it here as an idea. Yeah, no. Command block, yeah, 18. 18 is the command block. Weather. So snow and rain. Bro, like adding weather would looks very good. Like snow and rain looks very cool when we add it. Thunder. It's still in the weather system. Farming, yeah, farming is good idea. Lightning strikes, part of weather system. Anything else that we're missing? Main menu, settings, nighttime. I think we have nighttime here. Do we have night? Yeah, we have nighttime. Elytra. AJ, bro, you're crazy. Never. Why don't save the file once for instead of write every stream? I have it right here. On the right. This is the previous one. But every day we have different interests. Every day we have different interests. That's why I don't start from the previous one. Like, and this helps to brainstorm new ideas. 3D noise. Oh, I think we have 3D noise 2 times, I think. No, it's only 1 time. So one last option, chat. Can we think of one last option? Dungeons. Bro, get away from here. Can I delete this message? No, this message staying for forever. Oh yeah, the boat and minecart and warden. Yeah, I have the other stuff. Minecarts would be so big. Yeah, we have rails. Like, chat, we have rails here. We have the rails. 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 We have ores here. We have ores. Escape menu. That's part of the main menu. Once we have main menu, we'll have escape menu as well. Bro, studying Minecraft. What happened now? Now we brainstorm ideas and then I create a poll on YouTube for people to pick what we are going to focus on for the entire stream, which is around 3 hours. Okay, we can add mace and spear and sulfur cubes. Sulfur cubes. Bro, Dimitri, wait a minute. Like, we're still brainstorming ideas. Chat, one last idea. Realistic shadows. Yeah, that's a good idea. Realistic shadows. That's a good idea, actually. It shouldn't be that difficult. Chest. Okay, chest. Anything else, chat? Anything else? Path tracing, what's that? I was joking. I'm not joking. Like, it was cool to have shadows. Like, we just need a shader. We just need a shader. Maybe it will look cool. And we need a position for the sun as well. But yeah, directional lighting, I think it's called. Directional. Crafting. We need tools and weapons. Bow. Bow. Sure, bow. Okay. I think we have enough options. 42 options is enough. Yeah, I think 42 is enough. So chat, let me back disable everything. Let me prepare the poll, but I need to find it. I need to find the poll here. And start the poll here. What to do today? And I need to add options. Okay, which options do we see here? But don't repeat your options because Dimitri will get like banned till infinity. Don't repeat your options. So we got 39. So we got like 15, 23, but don't repeat them. 1. We got 1, 21, 39, 15, 9, 9, 14, 15. Okay, we have 15. We have 15. We have 15. We have 1. We have 1. We have 1. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. Do we have 6 and 4 before this? Don't repeat your 6. Okay, we have a 6. We have a 6. One last option. 23. Yeah, we have 23 as well. 23. I started the poll, chat. I started the poll. And let's see what these options are. So, right now, chat is picking what we're going to do today. And so the options are number 15. What's 15? 15 is commands in chat. Which I don't know what we're going to do there because we don't have day and night. Like, we could do teleport commands. We could do teleport. For number 1, we have 3D noise. That would be cool, but it will tank performance. Here the focus will be how to still have performance. Number 6 is the end. Bro, imagine if we had the end. That would be wild. And 23 is Herobrine. Bro, why did you pick again Herobrine? Okay, and now I have to wait for chat to decide what we're going to do. So as of now, bro, we've never had a vote like this. Never. Oh, it's always like very close. It's always very close. We've never had a vote where an option was more than half. We've never had a vote like this. Show the game a bit. Yeah, I'll show it. Like, we'll look at the game for 3 hours today. Let's finish the poll. Okay, we have around 40 votes already. Yeah, okay. After this becomes 2 minutes, we'll end it. We'll end it. We'll end the vote after it becomes 2 minutes. So currently what's winning is 3D noise. Then the next place is 15, which is commands in chat. Okay, it's at 2 minutes. I'll end it in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean 60%, bro. Bro, 60%. Okay, I'm ending it. I'm ending it. I'm ending it. Everybody wants 3D noise, bro. Okay, so the poll for what to do today, the winner was with crazy 60% number 1 choice, which is 3D noise. 3D noise. I applied to proud of me. What do you mean? What do you mean am I proud of you? Oh man, we were so cool. Yeah, it was a sweep. Okay, what we usually do in this case, when an option wins, what we do is go to Minecraft for reference. Yeah. So for everybody that just joined, this is my Minecraft clone in C++. Last time we added custom culling, and now chat voted for us to add 3D noise. And currently we're using 2D Perlen noise. And Perlen noise is just a texture here. 2D Perlen noise. It's just a texture. And based on it, it's just this. It's grayscale colors from 0 to 1. Some libraries use the option from -1 to 1 values. And you use those values to determine the height of the world. So for example here, it's the same value. Like, what is this? This is 116. Here, the Perlen noise is just 116 value. And I said the value is between 0 and 1. And how do we get 116 height here? How do we get it? We get it by multiplying the value. Like the range from 0 to 1, if we multiply it by 50, the range becomes from 0 to 50. Like, do you get me? And in this way, here, if it's like brighter, if it's like white, it's higher. If it's dark, it's lower in the terrain. That's how I did this terrain. This is 2D noise. But as you know, Minecraft has more complicated contraptions. If we go in spectator, we'll be able to move way faster. So a terrain generation like this, we will not be able to get like this. Why? Because if we just use 2D Perlen noise, here, look at this. We'll get this height, for example. And all of this below would be just like stone, for example. It will be just stone. But here, look at how this is 3D noise. Look at how here it has a floor and then goes up, and now it has a ceiling as well. And now it has a ceiling. Like, this is 3D noise. This is 3D noise. This is different. This is on X, Y, and Z axis. And so, and you can get results like these ones. Look at this cave. But let me give myself a potion. Let me give myself a potion. And here, let's search for night time. Night vision. And like this. Okay, and this is a cave. We would have caves like this as well. Look at this cool cave. Because my caves, again, use Perlen noise. If we go down, look at it. These are my caves. Like, they look nothing like they're spaghetti caves. They're spaghetti caves. Next stream, bro, gotta optimize his game again. 1 GB RAM, way too much. He needs minimum. Do they use both 2D and 3D noise? They can use both. You don't need to pick either or. Doesn't matter. This is going to be challenging one. Currently working on making Terraria clone using Raylib. Peg GIF, Night Vision Infinity. Hello, Dimitri. Just will make his own Minecraft game. Doom Inside Clone. Okay. So how are we going to approach this? Well, the library that I currently use, I think it has the option to have 3D noise. So if we look at the library, I think it has an option for that. But I need to find it here. And what library did I use for the noise generation? Where is it? Here in vendor. It was... No, it was just a single... Yeah, here, Perle noise, here. Like this. Let's find the GitHub page, because there is where all the functions were. Yes, Sif Perle noise. I think it had an option for 3D noise. Sif Perle noise. From here. And yeah, it has 3D noise. Perfect. Like where... This will be very... Chat, will this be easy? What do you think, guys? Will I be able to do it? Will I be able to do it? Here I'm already using this library and it has a function for 3D noise. It already has an option like that. Will I be able to do it? Yes? Bro. Yeah. So what would be the goal here? What would be the goal? Like what terrain do we want to... 70%, I believe. What terrain is our goal here with 3D noise? What do you think of when somebody says 3D noise? What terrain to do? And we could just do whatever we want and see what we get as a result. Let's do whatever we want to see what's the result and we'll decide what we do from there. Huge caves. You make mod loader. Can we mod your Minecraft clone? That's way in the future. So one option is when we add 3D noise is to have caves like this one. Look at this cave. This is one option. To have big caves. Another option is to have cool structures in the terrain itself. Like this one. Like here to have this ceiling. This is another option. Or like, oh... Can these mountains be done with 3D noise, or maybe it's just 2D noise here? Because here to do this is 3D noise. Here, this is 3D noise. Because you cannot get this ceiling with 2D noise. Because let's say this is the height value, you cannot get a ceiling. You can get something like this with 2D noise if you like cut it out afterwards, like Terraria does it. Terraria has a couple of iterations it does. You sound Eastern European, are you? Yes, I am. Okay, this is the easiest thing we can do. We have a limit of 3 hours. And so we need to prioritize. But first let's make an experiment. Let's just load up the 3D noise directly and see what we get as a result. But let's remove this FPS tracker because it's distracting. Yeah, remove it from here. Yeah, today we're doing 3D noise, and I'll update the title so new viewers can know what we're doing today. Yeah, we're adding at the end of the title 3D noise. 3D noise. Perfect. And where is chat? Here is chat. 1 chunk generated per minute incoming. Yeah, this is the negative, because even with Perle noise, it takes, like 2D noise, it takes a lot of time to generate everything. With 3D noise, it will take a lot more time. So we will need to figure out like how to do some optimizations. So to generate the noise, I'm using this library. And here it has an option for 3D noise. So let's kind of summarize what happened. Yeah, we're adding 3D noise. And what does that mean? Well, look at this cool terrain. we could get something like this, or like the cool caves down here. This is the goal. Like maybe like this cool cave here in spectator mode. Yeah, like look at this cave. Look at how big. Look at this. And I am losing my night vision. That doesn't matter, we're done with this. And so we'll upgrade by going into 3D. And here let's search for 3D. I think here it had a table listing out, yeah, here, all of the noise types. Yeah, these are all the functions that we can use. But I need to find where in the code I use the noise generation, because this was like a few weeks ago. We need to find where the code was for generating the terrain and using the noise. Why are we adding 3D noise? Because chat voted. Like we got the most amount of votes ever. Like 60% of viewers voted on 3D noise. We've never had so much percentages on an option for voting. Like, I'm surprised. Wait, why are you banning him? Yo, who banned him? Application? You banned him? Why did you ban him? That's Yo, why are you banning? Application? Okay, let's continue. I'll see what happened afterwards. But that wasn't me. I'll see what happened afterwards. Let's focus on implementing this. And I'll see afterwards what happened. Because I got distracted. Okay, chat, let's focus. Let's find where we generate the terrain. In subchunk. Generate blocks here, and yeah, here we go over on the X, Z, and the Y direction. And here is where we get the Perle noise. It's here. And look at how we do it only on the X and Z axis. We don't do it on the Y. Because look at what would happen. If we move this on the Y as well, to calculate the noise for every block, it will make terrain generation a lot slower. Because like generating noise takes some time. And here, when I did it only on the X and Z axis, ignoring the Y, this saves up a lot of performance. For 3D noise, we need to do it for every block. Yeah, look at how much slower it is now. Doing this for every block, like generating the blocks. We need to do it here for 3D noise. Yeah, here I use just 2D noise. We need to change this. Here, let's make a new function. And here, let's call this 3D. And to make it 3D, here we need to use float Y. And here, we'll do octave 3D. And here we need to give it another coordinate. And let's see what the result is. Yeah, this should be enough. And here, let's do 3D. And let's see immediately what's the result. Let's see if it lags a lot, like viewers are expecting to. Like viewers and me, as well, I am also expecting this to make terrain generation very slow. But let's see what happens. So now we should be using 3D noise, right? Let's see what we get, but I don't think this is enough. I think we need to make more changes as well. Because I am still doing like if the block is lower than the world height, like the surface level, like we do something else. But let's see what happens. I'm curious to see at least the performance, how it is. Okay, not that bad. Okay. Not that bad. Like it's not good, but it's not like super bad. It's not super bad. Okay, but we are still not using it properly. We need to make it. We need to make some changes. Yeah, here we switch from 3D noise to 2D noise. Bro, what the f... Look underground, okay. Yeah, underground is just, again, just blocks. We need to actually use it, because with the code still thinks this is 2D noise. And what do I mean? If we go here and get terrain, and if we go to the plains biome, look at how here I expect a surface level here. I expect a surface level, which is just the noise multiplied by 25 plus 100. So this means the range is between 100 and 125. So we need to change this. Here we no longer have a surface level. We just have, I don't even know what we have. Like, we just have the noise, so there is no surface level. So how would we do this? We're getting some kind of a value, and it's between, what's the value between? It's between 0 and 1. So we get a value between 0 and 1, and it's different on the X, Y, and Z coordinates. How are we going to use it? Let's keep this surface level, but we will not going to use it in the plains. In the plains is where we will experiment. This will be our space for experimenting. We could remove all of this, actually. We could remove all of this here, all of this, and let's just set it right now as air. Yeah, let's do it. Let's keep it simple. What I've learned is, if we keep it simple, we'll get way further ahead keeping it simple. Because when it's simple and it's code that I can understand, it's easy to make changes, play around, and learn new stuff. So that's why I'm keeping it extremely simple. So let's keep the result to be just air. Here in the plains, we'll fill every block to be just air. Let's see what we get. You need something like filled equals noise. You get more air, change it to 0, and you get more blocks. Set it based on height, and you might get bigger caves as you go down. Yeah, bro, Jake, you're so kind, man. You're so kind. Like giving these cool suggestions. Bro, we started. The only thing we did is setting every block to be air, and now it's struggling to generate the whole terrain. Like, why do we need to wait like 5 business days for the game to load? Like, we deleted code, and now the game needs more time to generate. That's wild. Okay, let's change it then to something else. I don't know why it's struggling so much. Or maybe just to restart. Yeah, I didn't close this. Let's just restart it. I don't know why it's struggling so much. We can change the block to be something else, to be not just air. Yeah, let's close it. What did we do wrong? What if we set it, instead of every block to be air, every block to be dirt? I want to see what happens. We can bring it back to be the same as before as well. If we break anything, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, it's still the same. Let's bring it back how it was before, just to be sure I didn't broke something. Let's bring it back here. Maybe I removed an if somewhere. I doubt it. Here, this is the plains biome. Yeah, let's run it again. That was very weird. Load bearing terrain generation code. What do you mean? Oh, okay, it loaded. Yeah. I don't know why it took so much time for the other cases. Oh, maybe. Oh, I get it. Yeah, for the fountain maybe. The fountain was looking for grass. Yeah, that's the problem. Here the village. Let's remove the village. The village is looking for grass blocks. Yeah, that's the issue. That's the issue. That's the issue. Yeah, it's the village. Here, let's keep it to be just air. Here, let's keep it to be air, and let's remove the village, because right now this is not the time for the village. Here, let's bring back the village. Let's remove the village, I mean. Village. Here. How can we instantly remove it? If false, can we do? If false. This should ignore the village. Yo, what's up, Frost? What's up, what's up? What's up, Frost? Yo, look at what happened, man. We set the plains to be just air. We are in the plains biome, and every block is set to air. Every block is set to air. Yo, and this is the snow biome. This snow biome is like before. Kinda like the 2D Perle noise. So I removed here every block from the plains. I removed every block because here will be our playground. Here we will play around with 3D noise to see what we get as a result. And maybe we can remove the fog as well. Because I don't think we need the fog. I don't think we need it. No, we're not working on frustum culling. We're working on, what was it? 3D noise. 3D noise to get cool caves and mountains. We're working on 3D noise. Let's remove the fog. To remove the fog, we need to go back to the shader. Terrain, here, terrain. And yeah, this is the current terrain. Let's create a new terrain shader by just changing what we're using. The vertex will be just the regular one, I think. And here the fragment will be terrain fragment shader. Let's see if the fog is removed. We should remove the fog. Yeah, now we don't have the fog. Perfect. Because the fog is making it worse. The fog was making it worse. And there we get the desert. Bro, look at the desert. How isolated it is. Yeah, this is 2D noise. This is 2D noise. Let's use 3D noise. Let's use 3D noise. Bro, this is cool thumbnail. Let's change the thumbnail to this. And we'll focus on the plains. We'll focus on the plains. Bro. Yeah, I'll save this. I'll save this. Okay, let's change the thumbnail and we'll see what we can do with the 3D noise. We'll see what we can do with the 3D noise. Okay, I changed the thumbnail. Let me bring back chat. Where is chat? This is chat. Okay, let's continue. So now let's change this biome to use 3D Perle noise. Let's see what result we get by using 3D Perle noise. So as Jake suggested, let me just go here. Here, okay. Here we have the noise. Here let's do if noise is less than 0.5, result will be air. Else, result will be stone, let's say. And let's see what do we get. Let's see what do we get as terrain. I'm curious. Yo, what's this? Bro, what is this, bro? Bro, what's this monstrosity? Bro, what's this? What's this? What's happening, man? Bro, what the f... What's happening? Bro. Didn't know it's completed. Yeah, this will be the new thumbnail. Yeah, this will be the new thumbnail. But I have an idea for what to do for the luck. I have an idea. We can set the world to not be endless, just so it doesn't continue to generate again and again and again. So that we don't have luck and we can fly freely. Because it's always trying to generate. Where is chat? I lost chat. Here is chat. Okay. Yeah, so that we can freely fly anywhere we want. So we are getting 3D noise, sure, but we need to see how we can configure and use it. We need to see how we can use it, actually. Bro, let's start working on it. Let's start working on it. Bro, this is wild. What's that structure there? This is like we are on an alien planet. Lag issue not completed. Yeah, that's wild. Okay, let's see if we can make the terrain not be endless. Let's change it so it doesn't continuously generate. How are we going to do that? Well, let me see. Let's go to where we first generate the terrain. We'll make it so it generates only once. Let's make it generate only once. But I need to find where that code is. On render, no. Maybe here. This is the village. This is the village. Okay, here is it. Here is it. And here we do initial generation. Yeah, let's just do initial generation. Let's just do initial generation. Like this. And it should stop the lag. Why are you not doing this in C instead? Why did you write this question? Okay, now we don't have the lag. Because it generates it initially. It generates it initially. Right now we only get the like meshes generating. Okay, this is good. It's good we remove the lag. But this is temporarily. This is temporary. Removing the lag. Because the terrain is not endless. And let's actually increase our movement speed. Let's increase the movement speed. Where did we set it up? I think in player. Where exactly? Player, where is your movement speed? This is air, ground. Yeah, movement speed. I think this is what I said. Let's do like 50 and see what we get. But I'm not. I think I changed what we use in creative mode. I think we changed what we use there. I'm here. What's up, Trojan? Since you need a surface, I wonder if you need point where the value becomes 1, then gets smaller as it goes up and down. Here, let me bring this back. I need to see my code for moving. Process movement, air physics, and here we had for creative mode. I think we had an if statement for creative mode. Or it was here actually. Space, ground physics, process movement. This is ground, this is air. Yeah, here we have creative mode. If we are in creative mode, here, oh, it's just hard coded. It's just hard coded. Here, let's do 150. Let's do 150. Let's do 150. This will make us move much faster so we can see the structures. Yeah, now we can see the structures. Bro, look at the top. It reaches world height. And here we have some kind of a, I don't know what this is. And here what's this? And here what's this? Oh, here we have something. Yeah, let's go here inside. Ah, these are the caves. Bro, these are the old caves. The old caves are spawning here. This is the old caves. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Hmm. Yo, what's this? So what are we going to do here? Like, this is not done. We need to somehow incorporate this. Why is right English a rule? What do you mean? Where's the confusion coming from? How are we going to incorporate this? We could, like, use again, like before, 2D noise, like usual. We can keep the 2D noise and use this in certain regions. We need multiple 3D noise and merge them together to get caves. Why not clamp it from lowest to max height? Oh, bro, let's do the opposite here. Let's do the opposite. Let's go back to the generation. Let's go back here. Let's replace the air with stone. And the stone with air. And the stone with air. Let's do that. Let's do that. You could use 2D noise, then generate the value you compare against based on the Y values from that 2D noise value. I don't get what you mean, Jake. Okay, now we replace the air with the stone. Now we replaced it. We should get the inverse. We should get the inverse. It's still this weird structure. It's still this weird structure. And here we can actually walk on this. Hi, have a nice day, everyone. Thank you. Terrain height equals per noise to the... Yeah. That's sick though. Yeah, we could keep the 2D noise as terrain height. We can keep that. Did you update the lighting? What do you mean? The lighting is the same. Like we're using ambient occlusion. We're using ambient occlusion. Bro, this is wild, man. Okay, let's bring back the planes. Let's bring them back. Let's bring back the planes. And let's make it so when we bring back the planes, let's have both of them. Let's have both of them. Field equals per noise 3D is higher than distance, and distance is terrain height minus y. Too complicated, Jake. Too complicated. When you give suggestions, give something very simple. I don't want it becomes like following instructions. I don't want it to be like that, and we fail. Okay, let's add the surface level. Let's bring back the old terrain. Let's bring back the old terrain, like this. What happened? Okay, we brought back the old terrain. And how are we going to incorporate it? Let's have 3D noise be above the surface. Let's make it be above the surface. Let's delete this. Let's delete this and let's copy this and let's have it be above the surface here when it's usually air. Here when it's air. And here else we do this. Done. And let's test out what we get. Do you use fast noise? No, I don't, but I probably should. Oh, from Argentina, hello. Okay. Yo, chat, look, chat. What do you think, chat? What do we think? Look at this mountain here, bro. Do we have anything here? Yeah, we have just terrain. Look at this mountain. That looks crazy, man. Yeah, that looks crazy, man. I like it. Looks cool. Chat, what suggestions do we have from moving on from here? Where should we go from here? Should we focus on mountains or caves to use the 3D noise? Because we can work above the surface or below the surface. Which one do we pick? Caves or mountains? Which one do we pick? Mountains, 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 caves, mountains, mountains, but I think you'll get both. Yeah, probably we'll have both at some time. But the question is, on which one do we focus? So most people are for mountains. Most people say mountains. Yeah, I agree. They look cool. They look cool. So I also agree on mountains. Also agree on Marte. So how should we do them actually? How should we do them? Because here with the mountains, we don't know what the height is. Where is the music? Oh, it's just low volume. It's just low volume. Low, what's up, what's up? No, we don't need a poll. We saw that most people are for mountains. But we'll do both for sure. We'll do both, but we need to start from somewhere. We need to start from somewhere. Yeah, look at this, man. This is cool. Oh, here now we're in the snow biome. That's why it's like this. Here we're the snow biome kind of... Okay, let's remove the snow biome. Let's have it be only plains for now. Let's have it be only plains, just so we can focus on this. Let's have it be only plains. Here, how can we set it to be only plains? Well, here we can do plains. Here we can just do plains everywhere. So that we can focus on the entire terrain. When fish, when chat votes for it. It doesn't depend on me. Doesn't depend on me. Oh, and here we have the caves, but these are the old caves. See, chat, we do have caves. Look at how slow it's generating everything, bro. It's so slow. It's just a big blob here. It's just a big blob. We could lower the value. Check members chat. Yeah, but not right now. Bro, why do you write in chat when streaming? I cannot. Why do we get trees here and grass? Oh, bro, look at this. We got a tree here as well. Oh, here we are inside of the stone. Here we are inside of the stone. Yo, what's this? Look at how it reaches the clouds. That's wild. Handle mountains between biomes. I don't know. I don't know how we are going to handle them. The mountains between biomes. I don't know how we're going to handle them. Yo, look at these structures, man. This looks cool. It's like an alien world. Yo. How is it in Minecraft actually? Now I'm curious. How do they do it? And time set day. How do they do it here? Look at how here it's a little region. And how do they change the blocks? We could add the snow easily on top. We can add it easily. with an algorithm. We can add snow easily. But here, look at how they change from grass to stone. Very well. I don't know how to do that. Look at this mountain. How do they get something like this? That's interesting. And what do we get? We get this. Let's fly around, actually. And here we got stone. It's interesting. Why you participate? Bro, why is everybody focused on the bug video? Oh, here's the desert. Oh, this is like a savanna. Here, when we change the color. It's like the savanna. Do you generate everything first? Do you do it in steps? For the snow layer, I did it in steps. Because I had to add the snow later on top of everything. Should make it so the stone, dirt, another block. Ah, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, let's try to test. From what I know, biome generation is pretty complex and it's like fine tuning and messing around. Instead of calculating the function for each block, generate instead 5 by 5 by 5 block and linear interpolate them all. Yeah, this is for improvement, for getting more FPS, but it's fine for now. For now it's fine, but I'll save your suggestion for later when we try to optimize it. But right now the focus is not optimization. But I'll save your suggestion. And here is Jake. W Jake. Okay, let's make changes here. Let's make changes. Get terrain. And where is the plains? Yeah, here is the plains. And here we are on the surface level. Let's change it so just like Jake said, if it's, let's do if it's above 0.9, 0.9 we do stone. We do stone if, else if it's how much noise higher than 0.8 we do dirt. And it's fine like that. And else it's air. Let's see what we get now. Let's see what result we get. It actually speeds up things much faster, and that's what alpha beta did. That's interesting. Yo, we got dirt. Look at this, we got dirt. Oh, we need grass as well. I think we need multiple noise functions for each aspect so that block types are not relevant to the height of the mountain. Since it's not linearly distributed, 0.9 is not 10%, it's more like 1%. Oh, I get it. This is the dirt. We don't get, bro, what? Look at this, we get, yo, this is like a almost perfect sphere. It's like, look at this. It's almost a perfect sphere. That's crazy. Bro, this is very awesome to experiment with. Yeah, meatball. It's very fun to experiment with 3D noise. Like we can get all kinds of terrains like this. We don't need to do it like Minecraft. Yo, what's this? You can use to modify Y value based on certain conditions to get cool structures. What's this? Bro, the height limit is not helping here. Let's lower the surface level so we can get more structures. Let's lower the surface level instead of increasing the height. Here, surface level, let's lower it to like 50, between 50 and 75. And here, where is this? Here. If it's above 0.8 to be stone, and here if it's above 0.5 to be dirt, or like 0.4 to be dirt, and here 0.6 to be stone. Let's do that. You're making 3D density field. The lower you get, the denser the noise gets. This makes the terrain connected. I have no idea what you said. Like I'm not this. You chat, when you give a suggestion, make it so you give it like a 5-year-old can understand. I'm not the smartest guy here. You chat are more knowledgeable on this than me. I have no idea what I'm doing. And here I have caves in water. Bro, I have water caves. It's like somebody is water bending here. Let's remove the caves, maybe. Will you implement the 6 dimensions biome logic? What do you mean? If you think about it, 0 equals 100% chance of terrain, and 1 equals 0%. Then there are values in the middle, ground level. I don't get it. Best feature, water cave. Right now we have 50% chance of terrain at every height level. So you have the structure look the same at Y, but you want more blocks at Y equals ground level and less. So we are going to, so you guys suggest to me to make it so we get more blocks down here and less blocks down up here. And how are we going to do that? To limit it. Where the top we get less blocks. But doesn't this look cool, chat? Like, why would I want to limit the top? The top looks cool. But this, to be a cave, also works. To pick. I don't see stone here, actually. I don't see stone. Maybe the stone is inside here. Maybe it's inside. We could use just stone. Okay, look, based on the y-axis, the lower you get, some values called density makes threshold make smaller. Let's just use stone, because I don't see how we can use multiple blocks. Let's just use stone. Here, let's just use stone. And let's remove this part. Let's remove this part. And so here, chat is suggesting to use the y-axis. Y-axis to limit the generation. But not to hard stop it. We don't want to hard stop it. Based off the y-axis, the lower you get, some values called density. I don't know what those values called density are. I have no idea. Like Minecraft has a way to distribute biomes. I wish I could send images. Maybe use send them in Discord, Jake. Send them in Discord. Maybe use 3D noise up to a certain level. If we clip it, it will look ugly, but let's do it. Let's do it. And let's bring back the surface level, maybe. Yeah, let's bring back the surface level to 100. And we maybe need... No, we don't need to remove caves. And here we can do if this and global y is less than how much? 200. Now we are clipping it. At certain point it stops. What's your problem here? The naming. Global y. The naming. Density is just threshold. So like lower threshold is easier to become solid. High threshold harder. Yeah, but how do I get the threshold? Yo, here we clipped it at 200. Yeah, this is y equals 200. This is the 200 level. We need to use something different to limit it to the top. We need to use something different. Yo, this is inverted mountain actually. Look at it, it's inverted mountain. If we flip this, it's fine. If we flip it. Kind of fine. Clip 3D noise up to a certain height and then use 2D noise upward for the mountain top surface. In Y, threshold is a value set, not the one you get. Control determine how easy it is for values to become a solid. You can interpret threshold by my -1. Yeah, let's multiply. Let's flip this. How can we flip this, chat? How can we flip it? Here this will be kind of the same actually. But here this would be probably cool. Let's try to flip it. How can we flip it? I don't know actually. Here if the noise is higher than 0.4. What if we do it if it's less than 0.4? And less than or equal then? Less than or equal then? Then everything else should be stone. Give this man a month or two and he'll make Mojang go bankrupt. What do you mean? Multiply by -1. Multiply by -1. Oh no, look at this. Bro, this is the wall. This is the wall. Look at this, man. This is a cool spot here. Yeah, I'll multiply by -1. I'll multiply it. This is a cool spot here. Bro, imagine being spawned here to spawn here at this wall. Bro, this is a crazy wall. Nobody can climb this, man. Nobody. Bro, that's crazy. No, this is like from the everybody's favorite TV show. What was it? Not House of Dragon, but the other one that everybody forgot about. What's the other show? Not House of Dragon. The other show. Dun, 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 dun. Game of Thrones, yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, this is like the wall in Game of Thrones. I think there was a wall there in Game of Thrones. Yeah, season 8 was very good. Chat, season 8 very good, right? My favorite season. Yeah, let's invert it. Let's multiply the noise value. I'm not sure how multiplying by -1 will help us, actually. To make the top smoother, you could implement a gradient instead of a clip value. A gradient? Oh yeah, here is the top where we clip it. Here is the top. This is where we clip it. We directly cut it off. Remind me to summarize. Okay, I'll summarize. So chat decided we are going to do 3D noise. I don't think... Yeah, I also don't think it will work. Chat decided we're going to add 3D noise. And using 3D noise, the goal is to have cool structures like this one. But this is the problem, chat. The problem is Minecraft uses some dark magic to configure this so it looks cool. And currently, we're just experimenting and like adding and removing values to see what we get. And right now, I like this wall a lot. This wall is crazy, man. This wall is crazy. And currently the world is not endless because generating the terrain is a lot slower now because 3D noise needs to run for every block. Before it was only the X and Z axis, now it's on the Y axis as well. And that's why I stopped the endless terrain so that it doesn't lag. Because there was a viewer that said it was hard to watch when it was constantly lagging. And right now it's pretty cool. Right now it's pretty cool. We just cannot see further away. We just, yeah. Yeah, this, yo, look at this structure. Look at how it has a ceiling. This is impossible to do with 2D noise. This is impossible to do. This ceiling effect. This is cool. Please look at what I sent. Bro, I cannot right now. Do you have biome blend? No, I don't have biome blending. No, I'm curious to see what... Yeah, we'll multiply it. Remember seeing a video called Minecraft Terrain Generation Not Show? Yeah, I also saw that. Multiply noise and puts them together somehow. What if you try widen the base? Yeah, where do we multiply by -1? Here chat said we could invert this because last time when we ran this, it was like just like a mountain, but we just needed to invert it. And chat said to multiply by -1. And I don't know what chat meant with that. Yeah, here, look at this. Look at how this... Oh, wait a minute. Is it different? Yeah, look at this. If this flat surface, we flip it to be here, this will be like a mountain. And here, look at how it's a lot thinner. Here, it's a lot thinner. And chat said to multiply by -1, but where, chat? The number you need to change is the... Oh, this one. Oh, this, no, chat. We don't have minus values here. The noise is between 0 and 1. I could change it to be between -1 and 1, but right now it's between 0 and 1, the noise. I think the -1 was a joke. 0.4 means something like 40% chance. Mountain at that point. Changes the... Okay, let's lower it. Let's lower it to 0.2. And let's see if this makes them smaller. Can get the distance between two height levels with... where are we? Bro, now it's... Oh, look at this, bro. Yo, this is like a cave system. Look at it, bro. We have a cave. Look at this. It's a cave. So caves are a lot easier to do. Bro, these are caves. This is a cave. And we can combine it with the noodles here. With these lame noodles. We can combine it. Yeah, we can combine it. Yo, look at this, bro. It's like a cave. Yo, this is cool, man. And here the top is clipped. Yeah, this is cool. Okay. Let's not distract. Let's make this be 0.8. Let's make it 0.8 so it's less. What if we make the number bigger then? Yeah, let's make it bigger. Flip statement. Okay, now it's mostly the 2D noise. This is the 3D noise. Now when I flip it, it's just upward in the air. The noise. It's upward in the air. When I flip it. Chat, I think it would be easier to focus on caves. Because mountains would be a bit difficult. But caves would be easier. And okay, this is one option, chat. One option is to, instead of trying to do mountains, to do caves here and to connect them with these noodle caves. And we can make these caves longer. And also, and after that, once we get the caves, we can try and improve it to bring back the endless terrain, to make the performance better. So that we get endless terrain. Because if we cannot get the endless terrain, this feature will get scrapped. So I think this is the best shot we got to keep this feature. If we make it into a cave and try to fix the endless terrain performance to not lag that much. Maybe if apply 3D noise to the 2D noise. This is the 2D noise. This is the 2D noise. Or maybe like you actually mean to change... No. The 2D noise is just a height map. It's just a height map. I cannot have C-Link like this. If I edit directly the 2D noise, I cannot have a C-Link like this. One similar case I called it in the past was asteroids. Near the war border, I can't have asteroids, but I need them to smoothly fade away. Instead of using 0 point near the edge, I use... Yeah, I use... Then 0.7, then 0 point, then... Bro, you gave me a good idea. This value, to make it dependent on... Yeah, okay, let's make this value dependent on the y-axis. Yeah, it should be a number between 0 and 1. Here. Float limit equals the global y. Here we'll do the limit, but the limit needs to be between 0 and 1. How should we do it? Just try... Yeah. And how should we do it? Yeah, let's change the... So the limit, the higher up we are, the closer to 1 we get. That's what I want. How should we get that? Like here, let's say maximum height, maximum y, let's say it's 256. And minimum y, let's say it's how much? 0? Question mark? Maybe, yeah, probably. And so we want 256 to map to 1 and 0 to map to 0. Okay, let's divide by 256. Let's divide by 256. Yeah, let's divide by 256. This will get a number between 0 and 1. So down below, we'll get a lot of 3D noise, and up above, we'll get very little 3D noise. Let's see what do we get. Let's see what do we get. I'm curious. Yo. This is a mountain. And this is a floating blob. Bro, this is a mountain. Bro. And let's remove the maximum value. Let's remove the maximum value here, the cap. Let's not cap it. Yo, bro. This is crazy. And let's make it, let's divide it by, what should we do, guys? I want up above at the higher Y level to be closer to 1. So that we limit the up value even more. So that it's not linear. To change it, the mapping to not be linear, but something else. But man, I wish I listened in the math lessons. Now I'm struggling because I didn't pay attention to math. Yeah, right now 256 is 1. That's what we get by dividing by 256. But I want, like at I want at y equals 250 or like 150 to be again like 0.8, to be very close to 1. To be very close to 1 instead of being like in the same step change. Global y times change d. Oh, so here global y times, and here some kind of number divided by 256. And here we can change this number. Okay, nice. Okay, let's leave it like this. This should be like before. So if we do like here higher number, let's do 10. Let's do 10 and let's see what do we get, and we'll then decrease it. D between 0 and 1. Oh, sorry then. Sorry. I used too big of a number. Yeah, I used too big of a number. Yeah, okay, between 0 and 1. Between 0 and 1, let's do 0.2. Let's do a small number, 0.1. And then we'll do, because 0.9 will be close like before. Could raise it to the power of 5, 0.5, some small value. Yeah, but that's really expensive, yeah. Here, everything is this terrain. Here, everything is this terrain. Okay, what if we do 0.9? We need to use brackets, probably. We need to use brackets. Okay, now. Pretty close like before. I want this mountain a bit smaller. So up above to be global y divided by 256. 0.99. Yeah, we need to increase the number. We need to increase it, I think. Yeah, we need to increase it, not decrease it. Here, let's do 1.5. Let's do 1.5. Let's do that. Because at the end, we get a value between 0 and 1. And by 1.5, the end result is bigger. And now it's too small. Let's do 0.1. Let's do 1.1. And if that doesn't work, we'll make it even smaller, like 1.05. Oh, okay, here, mountain is smaller. This is a smaller mountain from before, and it doesn't get capped. And here is the cap, just here. Yeah, we got it, Chad, we got it. The mountain is smaller. The mountain is smaller. This is like 3D noise mountain. Yeah, and it combines with the terrain. This is cool, chat. Here combines with the terrain. Here was this. Yeah, let's go in creative. We could make it even smaller, maybe. Yeah, let's try to do it even smaller. Here, 0.5. Like 105. Or that would actually make it bigger. Yeah, we need to do 1.15. Yeah, this makes it bigger. We need 1.15. We need 1.15. Yeah, 15. I think this will make it the mountain smaller than before. So this is the only configuration we currently have for the 3D noise. We can decide the mountains, how, if they are small mountains or big mountains. That's the configuration we have right now. We can make the mountains smaller and bigger. That's what we got. Here, this is not connected. Yeah, whoa, this is a river actually. Bro, we got a river. Yo, this is a river. Yo, that's cool. Yo. This is cool. We got a river and a pond here. This is a pond. Yeah, that's cool. This is like a savanna. This is the savanna. Like it's just the desert, but instead of the sand, we have the grass blocks. Yo, this is cool. We could make them even smaller by increasing this number to 1.2. Let's increase it. Increase it to 1.2. What mountains do we get now? Yeah, look at how slow the generation is. We can try and do what somebody in chat suggested. To not calculate the noise for every block, but to do them in chunks. Like 5 by 5 by 5, for example. And so we'll increase this chunk, that's 5 by 5 by 5, we'll increase it to cover a lot more blocks, and we'll interpolate between them. How about plotting a pyramid and just copying the sides? What do you mean? Try removing the default terrain. Why would I want it removed? Here, what's up with this? Oh, it didn't generate the mesh. That's a bummer. It didn't generate the mesh. Like this. And here, the water as well. Okay, we got it back. So this is what we got trying to implement 3D noise. We have a couple of options. We could continue playing around with the mountains, or we could move to adding 3D noise in the caves, or we could try to make the generation faster so that we can bring back the endless world. Because I stopped the endless world because it created lag spikes. Or the other alternative is to not make it faster. Like if we cannot make it faster, to just make it so when it's generating, to not have a lag spike when it's generating. That's the other alternative. Like to continue, it doesn't matter if it's slow, it doesn't matter. When it's done, doesn't matter. But just to not create the lag spike, because the lag spike is what's annoying. Okay, so how does this look? Let's imagine the player walking around. And here, if you manage to see this in Minecraft, would you think this is natural? Like this, look at this, man. This is cool here. This here. Is this natural? Chat. Is this natural? Oh, this is not natural. Yeah, it didn't generate. It didn't generate. Yeah, here it didn't generate. So it's like this. If generating, don't lag. Yo, this is cool. Looks like pre-beta 1.8 generation. If like I'm okay with the generation. Oh, that's here like a bunny rabbit. I'm okay with the generation. The problem I have is I get too many mountains. I got too many mountains here. That's my issue. We got too many mountains. Like if it was just this little here region, that's fine. But all of this mess here, this is kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. This actually looks like Minecraft. Thank you. We could increase this number to 125. Just bind the mountains to biomes. Yeah, but then the biome transition will be very ugly. Very, very ugly. Because the transition is not gradual. Here I lowered the mountains. I lowered them. But look at how the generation is very, very slow. Scale the 3D noise on the X and Z axis, but not on Y to make it less blobby. How would I scale it on the X and Z? Could make it gradual, like you make the mountains gradual fade out with the height. Yo, this is the cave. The cave. This looks kind of cool. What if we lower it even more? Like here, let's do like 1.4. This is a big decrease. You can look at the Java. No, I don't want to look at the Java Minecraft. I want the source code to be mine. Let's see if this changes like low. Yeah, now we get a lot shallower mountains. These are a lot smaller mountains when I lower the number. I think it looked better before with the higher mountains. These ones are like kind of weird actually. These ones are a bit weird. Let me think about it. You could multiply the right hand side by itself to get sharper mountains. Let's bring this back like before. Yeah, higher mountains are cool. Yeah, they're cooler. What do you mean the right side? Here I ignore this part. I ignore this part. Oh, this right side. This right side. Multiply the right hand side by itself to get sharper mountains. Also like yeah. So this side multiplied by itself. Let's see what do we get. Let's see what do we get. Let's see what do we get. We can actually graph it. in Desmos we can graph it to see what actually we're doing. Here everything is the mountain. Everything is the mountain. Here everything is the mountain. Let's graph this in Desmos. Let's graph it. Open graph calculator. So it's like x time what is it, 125 divided by 256, right? Is this correct? And here the value is from 0. Yeah, this is it. And the value is from 0 to 256. Yeah, so on the here x, what is 256? Yeah, around here. So around here we should be what values do we have? 256. We have a little bit more than 1. Little bit higher than 1 we get. And when we're the height level is around 120. It's around 120. And so here the value is, the 3D noise value is around 1.6. Here it's around 1.6. Like this. I update my Minecraft on Python. If you press the wrench in top right, you can manually set the size of the y-axis and the x in Desmos. It's fine. I'm not sure what exactly we'll use Desmos for here. Yeah, wrench, x-axis. Oh, we can limit it. Yeah, we can limit. Oh, yeah, we can do y. We can do y here. Y. We can do y. Where are the results? Here, y. Can we do y? No, we cannot. I wanted to do y. Yeah, but here we can limit it. Yeah, this is 3D noise. This is 3D noise. We attempted to add cool generation. Okay, chat, let's actually focus. Let's prioritize because we have 1 hour and a half. Let's prioritize because what's the goal here? The goal is this feature to stay. Like here the chat system state, the TNT state, because they're fine. They don't mess around too much. They're fine. But when we added the shaders, we didn't do a good job and now we don't have shaders. And the same it was with some other features. I want this feature to stay. So let's make it in a state where it's good enough. If you don't know, I used to make Minecraft. How can we make this feature stay? We can make 3D noise stay if we can make it faster. Let's do that. Let's try to make it faster so that it's endless and we can fly around everywhere. Because now, if we try to make it endless, where did I make it endless? Here, yeah. Now, if I try to make it endless, we'll have lag spikes, actually. So I think it's a bigger priority to optimize this, to not have the lag spikes. Yeah, here, look at how, like, look at this, bro. It's like unplayable. It's unplayable. It's unplayable how bad it is, the lag spikes. Yo, bro, wait a minute. Actually, what if we use multi-threading just for generating the 3D noise? Maybe. But that would complicate it a bit. That would complicate it. Once we start using separate threads, it would complicate it. Let's try to improve the 3D noise. There was a chat suggestion. And I saved it in Excalibur here. From Super ZP Max. He said, Petza, instead of calculating the function for each block, that's what we're doing, generate instead 5x5x5 blocks and linear interpolate them all. So this is what we can try to make it faster. so that we can have endless terrain. I still don't know what he's talking about, but we can experiment and see ourselves. Here he's talking here when he said to not, instead of calculating the function for each block. What does he mean here? He means in this part of the code. If we go subchunk here, generate terrain, I think it was called. Yeah, generate terrain. No, before this. Here in a subchunk is 16 by 16 by 16 blocks. We go over all of them, and for all of them, here we calculate the 3D noise. Here is where we calculate it, and this is why what is slowing us down. This is slowing us down very badly. And he's suggesting, and right now we're doing it with 16 by 16 by 16 blocks. He's saying to make it only for 5 by 5 by 5. But how are we going to get values for the other ones? Well, we can get them by linearly interpolating between them. So basically, we are not going to generate all of the values. We'll generate some of them, and we'll try to guess like the values between them. Because there is a function where you can use like, you give it a value, like first value, let's say it's like, let's say you give it a value of 2 and another value of 15, and you want a value like half of it. It will give you like probably 15 plus 2 divided by 2, probably here. 8.5. And here you'll get 8.5. Like we generate the values in much more performant way. I think it will look weird and lose some flexibility, but yeah, but let's test it. Let's see what it looks like. If it looks kind of the same, but with more performance, that would be good, because we'll have the endless terrain. Let's look at how it looks like now, and let's make a screenshot and compare it later. Let's compare it with the optimization, because right now it lags a lot when we start moving. It lags a lot. Yeah, let's screenshot this and see for ourselves. And we'll compare it with the optimized variant. Yeah, let's screenshot this. Copy. And let's save it here. Okay, if we get something different, the optimization was not worth it. Let's see now. So here I was thinking to generate these blocks separately. And why should it be 5 by 5 by 5? Because I need values, let's say in a 16 by 16 by 16. Isn't it better if it's 4 by 4 by 4? Or like 8 by 8 by 8. Let's do something simple. Let's do 8 by 8 by 8. Here, for example. Here, 8 by 8 by 8. When we generate the blocks, probably. I'm thinking. To generate them once, and here when we need a noise value to interpolate between all of the values. Maybe. But I'm not sure. What library I'm using? I'm using just this Perlin noise library, which is probably not the fastest, because there is a fast noise. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe we can use a different library. That's an alternative that already has optimizations in it. Fast noise C++. Fast 3D noise. Yeah, instead of doing it ourselves, maybe there is a way, there is a library that has a optimized one that we can directly use. I saw you on Bok. Yeah, that's nice. I saw myself there as well. Fast noise 2. Fast noise light. Okay, fast noise 2. C++. Let's see if there is a better library. Can get if if you can get one that supports SIMD, which lets you generate like 4 or 8 values at once instead of one. That's interesting. Maybe this the previous library has something like that here. Here it had a lot of variants. State type array. Yo, an array. Maybe this is it. Yeah, but let's look at fast noise too. Let's just look at them just in case. Perlin, super simplex. I don't know what any of this is. But does it have... Yeah, it has 3D noise. It has 4D noise. Bro, what is 4D noise generation? I was having problems with 3D, but here we have 4D noise. Fully thread safe. Generate noise in parallel across multiple threads. Yo, that's cool. Note... Yo, look at this, man. What... Yo, what's this? What's this graph here? A node graph. What's this graph here? I want this. Bro. We can do 4-dimension for block. Yo, maybe. Yeah, here use fast SIMD to compile code with multiple SIMD architectures. Yeah, this is what Jake was talking about, to get support for this. What's this? Fast SIMD. Abstraction layer that allows easy development. Okay. Bindings. It has it for Unreal Engine. Bro, this is not for C++. Or maybe we use the Unreal Engine binding. It should be, yeah, this is C++. Yeah, can we just use the Unreal Engine binding since it's in C++? And here, this fast noise light. Oh, they have it in C++. Fast noise light. But do they have it? Yeah, they have it for 3D as well. Have it for 3D as well. I'm not sure, chat. Not sure. We can still use the same library, and we can attempt to do what the viewer suggested here, to generate 5x5 block and to interpolate between the values. No, it's just written in C++ and bindings are what other... it's... Oh, yeah. Oh, it's in C++. Okay, nice. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, you saved me, man. Yeah, it's already in C++. Okay, it's fine. Oh, and it has CMake as well. Here, it has CMake. Perfect. We can easily add it. Okay, let's do this. Let's change to this fast noise library. I think this is a better one. Updated 5 months ago, and it has 800 commits. Let's compare it to my previous one. Let's compare it to this one. This is 5 years ago, 42 commits. Bro, let's switch, bro. Let's switch. Okay, we'll switch to this library. Let's switch to this library. What are you specifying a seed will speed it up? I am specifying a seed. I'm specifying. Okay, this is the old library, and look at how it's extremely slow. Yeah. Okay, we'll move to the much faster noise library. But in a second. I need to see the cut. Yeah, okay, I'm back. The cat wanted attention. I just couldn't refuse. Okay. Let's focus here. Let's switch to the new library. Let's switch. How are we going to switch? Let's open the folder where I keep all of them here in vendor. Yeah, here we'll add it. Here, let's open CMD and do git sub module. Let's do help. We have add. Yeah, let's do that. Git sub module add. We need to add this library, this one. Fast noise 2. Fast noise 2. Let's add it here into vendor fast noise 2. And will this work? Hopefully. Yeah. We should have it now. We should. Yes, here it is. Okay. And let's add it to the project. Here we do add subdirectory vendor fast noise 2. And let's see make how it looks like. Yeah, fast noise 2. Do we have like library? Do we have library? Or like executable? What do they have? Okay, I'll just include this fast noise 2. I'll just include this here. Linking. We need to link it like this. Does it work? I think it works. And we need to include a directory probably. Include this one. Include. Let's include this one. So here we do fast noise 2 include like this. Perfect. Perfect. Now we should have the library. Let's switch to it. Let's switch to it. How are we going to switch to it? We need to go back to the terrain here to the terrain generation and what now? What? Yeah, here we get the noise. Instead of getting this noise, let's get the other one. Let's see if everything compiles first. Let's see if it compiles. And we'll make it so the terrain is not endless temporarily. Just to see what we get as a generation, and then we'll make it endless to check the performance. Because before the performance was very bad. Bro, why is it compiling it for so long? The fast noise library. It's building it. Bro. Okay, nice. It's running. That's good. Running. Okay, nice. Let's actually use it. And let's bring back the terrain to not be endless. Just to keep it simple. Here. Where was it? Yeah, here. Okay, now the terrain is not endless. It's not endless, and if we... what was I looking for? I was looking for... Yeah, the terrain generation here. We need to use the other noise. Let's attempt to include it. Fast noise 2. Fast noise. Okay, just fast noise. Fast noise header. Fast noise header like this. And are there any examples? Any examples? Performance, I don't care. Wiki, okay, Wikipedia page. Quick start, yeah, okay. Simplex fractal, I don't know what that is. Here, process voxel data, what's this? Or load a string encoder node, I don't know what this is, but this is interesting. This is interesting. I want to use it very simply. Generate a 16 by 16 by 16 grid of 3D noise. Yo, this is perfect. We didn't have that before. Sure. Into a vector. And here, what is this? And here it gets the noise data and starts generating. Uniform grid. Are you using Perlin noise? You can generate an entire grid. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I think this is a very good choice, switching to this. But we need to include with visual node editor tool. Noise node graphs can be created in code or with the included visual. What's this node editor tool? Bro, don't tell me this library has a node editor tool like the one we saw. Chat, did we lose you? Chat? Chat? Everything fine? Chat? Because my browser crashed. Chat? I think everything should be fine. Yeah, okay, everything is fine. So why did my browser stop working? Bro, my browser crashed. I just clicked the link. How should I solve this? I still hear music. We can open... I don't know, chat. Let me think about it. Let's try to use it. Let's try to compile the include and see what happens. Okay, it's still working. Perfect. And let's see how we can use it. Okay, it's still working. We have vector here. And here, let's generate a 16 by 16 by 16 block. Just how they did here. This page is frozen, but we can kind of see here the example. std vector float. And this is the noise, which is 16 by 16 by 16. Wait, it's multiplied. Yeah, it's multiplied. Like this. This is for the subchunk. And we need, what do we need? We need this fractal thing, which uses this thing. Okay, we just copy this code, but the browser crashed for some reason. Oh, let's screenshot this so we don't lose it. Let's screenshot this like this. Perfect. But the browser crashed. Okay, let's just open the image on the second tab so that we can copy it here and test out the new noise generation. Okay, let's use the task manager to destroy Brave. Bro, Brave is like 10 gigabytes of RAM. What is Brave doing, man? End task. Okay, I ended it. And we bring back Brave. Block. Restore maybe. And yeah, let's go back to the code. And let's open the picture while Brave is trying to restore. Where is the picture? The picture should be pictures camera raw. Should be here. This thing. Yeah, this thing. Okay, I'll put it on the second monitor. Let's try to replicate it. Let's try to replicate this. And where is chat? Here. Like this. And let's check how is Brave. Brave is still suffering. We need to destroy it again. 20 gigabytes of RAM! What is Brave doing? Bro, Brave, what are you doing, man? Stop. What are you doing? Brave has a memory, bro. Bro, what are you doing, man? This time we will not restore anything. Yeah, let's bring back the music. Let's bring back the music at least. Yeah, it should be this. And make it repeat. Just the music. Enjoy. Okay, nice. Okay, let's bring back the code. So here we need to do simplex. I don't know what this is. Pass noise. Simplex. But let's use it and we'll play around with it a bit later. Fractal noise, new pass noise, FBM like this, and now fractal set source to be simplex, and then fractal set octave count to be 5 like this, and then we do fractal gen uniform grid 3D, and here we do noise data 0 0 0 16 16 16. This is count and offset. Oh, that's the offset. And step size 1 1, and this is the seed 1337. Perfect. And now let's use this. Here we need the offset actually. Here the offset will be subchunk origin X, subchunk origin Y, subchunk origin Z. Perfect. And let's use it here. This will be the noise. We need to actually get it. Here let's do int index equals 0, and here index, and then noise value, and index plus, and here noise value like this. Perfect. And let's see what do we get, chat. Let's see what do we get. What did I miss? You missed we switched to the new library. This is the new noise library. Bro, what is this pizza slices? What are these slices? What's this, bro? Wait, why is it repeating like that? Why is it repeating like that? We are using some value later. No, I'm doing this in a single thread. Bro made the farlands. It is separating them into block layers. What do you mean? Yo, what's happening? Pizza lance. Yo, we got the pizza lance. Yo, but this is kind of cool actually. It's kind of cool. Pizza lance. Yeah, let's save this moment. Yeah, this is cool, man. Yeah, this is the pizza lance. I don't know how we got here, man. Bro. Yo, let's spawn here actually. Oh, here we're in the cave. Yeah, let's spawn here. Chat, is this natural? Is this terrain natural? I think it's pretty natural. Bro. This is like some kind of a survival world, or this is like the what was it, the 2v2 server. Okay, let's change it. Let's change it. Let's change the value. Bro, 7 GB of memory, that's a lot. 7 gigabytes. Here, how can we change it to something else? Here, what does this need? An offset, X offset, Y offset, Z offset, then count, and then step size, and then seed. What's the issue? We give it X, Y, and Z. We give it the subchunk origin. And oh, I get it. Here we give it 16, 16, 16. This needs to be 1, I think. The step size, this needs to be 1. Looks like the oldest, yeah, the anarchy server. Yeah, the anarchy server. Yo, we're getting there. What's this? Let's change it a bit because we still have changes from last time. We needed to do a commit. I forgot to do a commit. That's a bit bad. Get terrain here. Yeah, here where we played with this value. Here let's do let's comment this out, and here let's do it to be something simple. If the noise is more than 0.4, we'll spawn stone. Instead of simplex, use Perlin. Okay, I'll use Perlin. Yo, what's this? Okay, let's use Perlin. Where exactly? Here. And where was it? Simplex. Fast noise, yeah, here. Perlin noise. Like this. And let's test it out. It's not good, chat. I'm probably not doing it right. But once we start, like, chat, if we manage to use it properly, this will be huge. Because this one makes it possible to increase the speed in which it generates. We are using the right library. We just need to use it properly. We need to figure out how to use it properly. Yeah, let's bring it back like it was simplex. Let's bring it back how it was simplex. And let's look at the GitHub. Fast noise to GitHub. And here, look at these node graphs. I need to figure out how to use this thing. Because they offer this, the node graphs, and they make it possible to make all kinds of terrain. And let's go to the wiki. To the wiki page. And here, what do we do? Yeah, this is it. So here, X, Y, and Z. Sure, and here we process the value. Noise output, index post. Documentation. This is compiling. We already have it. Getting started. Noise types. Node graph architecture. Bro, I can go through this for hours, bro. This has so many stuff here. Basic generations. Blends. Oh, we can blend. Bro, this is how I can do like biomes. Modifiers. Links. Okay, let's see this. Creating a node. Yeah, this is the simplex. Node 3. What's this? Sure, fractal. Set source. Okay, you can build arbitrary complex trees by changing nodes. And what's this? And wrap. I don't care about this. Generating noise. This is 2D noise. And here it has a width and height. Sure. 3D uniform grid, voxel terrain volumes. This is what we need. Voxel data, starting position in world space. And the size. Okay, sure. And here it's 64 by 64 by 64. For us, it's 16 by 16 by 16. Oh, wait a minute. The for loop. I got it. I got it. Yeah, that's the problem. The for loop. Here they do Z, Y, X. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. They do Z, Y, X. And here I need to do Z, Y, X. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, okay. Now it should be fine. Chat. Now it should be fine. This is the note editor. Yeah, you're probably sending a link. Yo, chat. Look. Noise, 3D noise. 3D noise. Yo. This 3D noise, man. Yo. 3D noise. Yo, this is cool. Yo. Bro, look at the terrain down here. Even the terrain is like... No, terrain... Bro, what is the terrain trying to do? Bro, what's the terrain, bro? Ah, here the caves. I should probably remove the water. So what do we do from here? Okay, let's see. Now let's make the world endless. Just to see the speed. Because it's saying it's fast noise. Let's see what's the speed. Let's go here and here. Yeah, now we are bringing back the endless terrain. Let's see how fast it is. Okay. It's not that good. It's better than the other one, actually. Now return the old formula. Yeah, we can return it. You should add blue tint to the screen. Camera goes underwater. It still has lag spikes. We can improve the lag spikes for sure by generating 5 by 5 by 5 instead of 16 by 16 by 16 noise. And to interpolate between the values. Yeah, but it's better than the other library for sure. For sure it's better. But what are these monstrosities, man? How am I supposed to use this? Like, it looks like nothing right now. Oh, let's change the function itself a bit when we generate. In the subchunk, when we generate. Here, let me see, get terrain. And here we did if the value is higher than 0.4. Let's do if it's higher than 0.8 to be stone. Let's see what happens then. Yo, Evan, thanks for following on Twitch. Decrease the length of the fractal noise. What do you mean longsularity? I don't know what that is. Now we have less of this 3D noise. Let's remove the water maybe. Because it's in the way. Let's remove the water. Here sea level. Let's ignore this. Sea level. Yeah, where do we add water? Let's search for it. Water here. Let's remove this and let's test it out. It is property in the code basically how detailed and chaotic the world is. Yeah, right now it's too chaotic. Bro, what is this structure? That's very weird. And here we don't have an actual surface level. This is very weird. Okay, let's try to make it more normal, man. Right now it's very weird. So a viewer suggested to change the configuration when we generate the block. Generate blocks here. So we may have some settings here. Where would I give the settings? Generation is gonna be fun for Elytra, but we need more FPS for it to be fun. Let me see now. Let's go here. And where was it? Yeah, here. 3D noise. Where do they configure it? Generate uniform grid 3D. No, they don't. This is the seed. That's the only thing we can configure here. There should be something else we can configure. Yeah, here's the node editor. But this node editor last time crashed my browser. It crashed the browser. Set scale. Oh, we can change the scale. Set scale. Here was this. Single 2D. Yeah, okay, let's try to change the scale. Simplex here, scale, set scale to, let's do 100. Let's see what happens. We do it like that. Set. Okay, I'll test it out. Oh, okay, there's an exe. Nice. There's an exe. Bro, I can play around with this for forever. Off stream, for sure, I'll test it. Here, let's do simplex. Set. But this was very worth it to try out. Chat, I don't have option here, set that thing. But let's do for fractal. Set. Oh, here I have it. Here I have it. And what options do I have? What value should I pick? A value. What should be the value? Is it between 0 and 1? Does it have documentation? No. Let's search it up. Noise generation. What's this? Playing with Perl and noise. Trying to explain noise. Let's search. Yeah, let's search for this. I need the values. Oh, more than one means each octave. Yeah, speak in English, please. Of one means that each octave will have this. Less than one. Okay, so values are more than one, less than one. What else? Okay, less than one or more than one. Let's do 0.5. Here, let's do 0.5. Let's do 0.5 and see what happens. And then we'll do 1.5. Yo, 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 yo. Look, chat. This is much better. Yo. This is much more. Understand. This is much more. Yo, what? Yo. What's this, chat? It's very different. Yo, and here, yo, look at this chat. This is from me, this cave. This is from me. This is my cave. This is my cave. But these are some spaceships here, man. Bro, this is crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, this is the savannah. So maybe we should increase the value closer to 1. 0.9. Let's do 0.9. Maybe the default is 1. Maybe the default is 1. How is this? Is this different? Yeah, you just have to play around with the values, man. You just have to play around with the values and see what you get. But this is wild. Bro. What are these structures, man? This is nothing like Minecraft. What if we do close to 0, 0.1, and then we'll do higher than 1, like 1. Default is 2. That's crazy. So this is close to 0. How does this look? Yo, look at this, man. Yo, this is cool. Look at this one. Yo, this, it's like we're in Minecraft, man. Here, look at this, man. But I don't have a surface level to play around with. Why is some, I don't know why some of the stone is exposed. I don't know. But right now I'm focused on the terrain. Try adding it. It gives natural chaotic shapes out to terrain. Oh, that's too complicated. Bro, that's too complicated. I don't want... we're not ready for that. For such a complicated code. Yo, look at that shape, bro. That shape is like a snake. Giant snake. Bro, the terrain is drastically different from from the start of the stream. Oh, here we got a tree, actually. I was wondering where are all the trees. If you mess around in the editor, everything will make sense. Yeah, for sure. We can... this will be our goal, for sure, to try to run the editor. Because it's worth it to understand what each value means. But this library is amazing, man. And the performance is not that bad. If I have multi-threading, it's fine. If I have multi-threading. Yo, bro, this is so cool. This is so cool, man. Let me screenshot it. I'll update the thumbnail in a bit. Chat, I think as the next step is best to try to open the editor. Because they have some sort of an editor that lets you allow to do much complicated stuff. Yeah, let me change the thumbnail. Let me change the thumbnail to this much newer one. Yeah, let me update. Okay, I updated the thumbnail. Where is chat? Where is chat? Here is chat. Have you wrote all the code? Yes. Like everything was live streamed for this project. We started this between 1 and 2 months ago. Almost 2 months ago. Like at 17th of July, it will be 2 months, this project. Yo, do we have a tree up there? What do we have up there? What's this here? Oh, this is just some kind of a... That's a nothing burger. Bro, what's this, man? Bro, that's weird. Yo, what's this? Yo. No, performance is much worse than Minecraft, Java. Performance is much worse. But we'll fix it, the performance. Freaky Hill. Yo, look at this, man. Yo. Like some kind of spaceships. This is like we're on Mars. Yeah, we'll open the editor. This noise generator has some kind of an editor. And we'll play around with the noise in their editor to see what values we can get. And this is wild, man. If you did it, oh, awesome. Yo. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, let's see if we can... does this library come with the exe or should we download it here from releases? Like, do we need to download it? Releases. Yeah, note editor. Yeah, let's do that. Let's download it. Note editor, mesh previewing. Linux, Windows. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, I think we need this. Let's download. Yeah, I think it's this. And let's open it. Bro. Pass noise. Okay. Let's extract this. Yeah, I'll extract it in downloads. Doesn't matter. Let's extract it. And this editor should make it a lot easier to work with this. With the noise library. It should make it a lot easier. Okay. I extracted it. Binary. exe. Let's see what do we get. Okay, it's not a virus. Chill. Yo, we're here. So what do we do here? How should we use this? This is some kind of a node graph editor. This is debug. This is texture output. So how do we use this? How do we use add nodes, right mouse click, add node, basic generator, blends, coherent noise, simplex. Let's do Yo. Texture output is too big. I cannot move it outside of this here. Like this. And this, let's make it smaller. So this should be the noise itself. Should be the Perlin noise. So how do we work with this, chat? How do we work with this? Here, this is what they offer us. They offer us this to play around with the noise values. And whatever we create here, we can move it to our clone. We can move to our clone. Here, this. What can we change? What's this? What's this? What's the... Oh, I messed up something. Let's bring this back to 31. Some kind of a color. Let's delete this. Let's bring it back because I lost it. Where was it? Simplex. Oh no, not this, not this. What was it, chat? This simplex. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're back. We're back, chat. We're back. Go in debug window and change mesh type to voxel. Oh, nice. Thank you, man. Thank you. Bloxel. Bloxel. Who calls it Bloxel? Yo. Okay, this is a lot like Minecraft. Close enough. So now we can play around with different noises, but this is the library itself. This is the library itself. Bro, they got much better FPS than us. Can I change the FOV? Application average. So it's vsynced. It's vsynced. Current feature set. Y up. Sure. Mesh color. The seed, the scale. Yo. I'm changing the scale. And here, this is what happens with the texture when I change the scale. Bro, this is amazing library. Oh, but it's not showing in the texture. So this is kind of useless. This is kind of useless. Okay, what happens if we increase the scale to like 28? Where are we? It's lagging. Okay, 28 is lagging a lot. Okay, let's bring it down, the scale. Let's bring it down. 28 was lagging. Yeah. Okay, let's keep the scale B1. I think you can change the texture to green Change simplex config. The scale in debug is just for render. Ah, it's just for rendering. Okay, okay. Feature scale. Ah, okay, now we're changing the texture. We're zooming in the texture. That's it. We're just zooming in. And now we... Yo, look at this, man. Now everything is a lot bigger. But what if we zoom out? What if we zoom out? Now it's very difficult to see. Okay, let's zoom out. No, zoom in, I think. Yeah, okay, okay. We'll keep it like this. Okay, anything else? Bro, look at how fast everything generates. Like here is this is very useful, man. Like I'm very thankful we switched to this. Seed offset, output minimum, output maximum. What if we increase the minimum? So we get these. Yo, look at this, bro. What the fuck is it? This is just like in our world when we set output minimum. Yeah, so let's lower this again. Let's lower it even more. We turn Minecraft into space game. Let's lower the output maximum. What happens then? Okay, let's increase output maximum. Again, like this. Interesting. Now we don't see anything. Okay, anything else that we can change? Try to create another node. Okay, let's create another node. I don't know why we would need another node. Here. Blends, fade. Coherent noise. What if we... What else can we change? I don't see much else that we can change. I don't see much else we can change. Here, what if we... What can we do? Fractal for detail. Where is the fractal? Fractal? What's this? Oh, and let's put it here. Yo! And why is it generating then? I connected them. I connected them. Why are we not getting this one? Oh, I need to click it, bro. I just need to click it. The fractal. I just needed to click it. Yo. And why is it dark then? Why is it dark? Yo. Oh, so we can remove this thing. We can remove it. We can change the octaves. We can change the gain. Bro, we can do whatever we want here. But why is it dark here? Why is it dark? Why is it dark? Oh, this is a lot slower. Look at this. Total time. This is a lot slower. Adding fractal slows it down a lot. That's interesting. Let's go back to this noise, actually. Let's go back to this noise. But now it's dark for some reason. Okay, okay. We just needed to scale back. We just needed to scale back. Or maybe scale out. What should be our next step, chat? What should be our next step, chat? Like, this is Minecraft. We need like terrain like this. We need simple terrain like this, and at sometimes we need mountains. Sometimes. Oh, when I'm outside here, it's dark. Inside here, it's not dark. Okay, I get it. I get it. I got it, chat. I got it. And let's increase them. And let's go inside one of them. Okay, like this. And let's go here. Like this. It's not helpful. This is not helpful. This is not helpful. We're just playing around with values. I want to create something, a feature that we can use. Like I want to have a feature we can use. Like here. Like if we keep it like this. What would we need to do to keep it? Well, like this is... okay, chat. We need... I don't know, chat, actually. We are using 3D noise, sure. Okay, the goal was to use 3D noise. We're using it, sure. What's next? Well, it needs to look good. It needs to look good. And these, like, weird structures are not it. They are not it. We're not using 2D height map because, like, it's difficult to combine both of them. It's difficult to combine both of them. Here, let's remove the fractal here. Let's remove the fractal. Let's remove fractal. And here, can we do just simplex? Yes, we can let's just use the simplex. And this will be even faster, I think. Put different biomes, use different Perlin noise, I'm not sure. Okay, this should be even faster. Yeah, this is just the simplex noise. Yeah, we're not using the fractal here. So basically we were using two graphs, two nodes. The simplex that we were inputting into the fractal. And look at the fractal, it's a lot slower. Like almost like five times slower, something like that. The simplex is just enough, like this, when you click it. It's enough as a texture, and it's 3D, But we need to play around with it a bit. Like these blobs, do not have them to push them to the ground some way. And how can we do it actually? I don't want these blob shapes. Like it's fine if they're like caves, maybe. Okay, let's remove this fractal node. Like let's remove it. Let's not use it. Here, we can only scale. Okay, let's scale a lot. Now, if we scale a lot, it creates unusable noise. If we scale in, we get these blobs. We just get these blobs. Set gain. Set gain is for the fractal node that we're not using. Output minimum. Yeah, let's look at output minimum. Look at output minimum. Output maximum. Output minimum. Yeah, can we reset this? Convert to Perlin. What if you use Perlin? Yeah, but I need to reset the values. Yeah, let's make a new node. Here, let's do coherent noise, Perlin. Let's use Perlin. And here, let's click this. And now we have it, Perlin. Yeah, this is it. Okay, the defaults. Yeah, this is the defaults. This is the default. Just using Perlin noise. Yeah. And so what now? How can we get a mountain out of this, bro? You can add operations like multiply, add, and stuff. Can divide two simplex noise together to get second one bit higher Z offset. Like, okay, let's do here operators divide or multiply. Let's add to it. Here we'll click at this. If we add to it, it doesn't do much. Wait, Wait. Okay, let's divide then. Let's divide, or like multiply. Let's multiply. Let's multiply. Let's multiply here. Click on this by... It's making it sharper, I think. Like if you look at the texture. Like look at the maximum, how it is. It's just like a very... it doesn't have in between values. Look at how sharp the changes. That's interesting when we multiply it. But it's still unusable. How's the memory holding up? What do you mean? This is the... this project is like not mine. Here is the Minecraft clone. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, let's run it. We need to figure out how to make it usable. Cave gen? No, I'm trying to do like mountains. We could try actually, like chat. Look what the situation is. With the previous noise generation was slower, but we were very close to mountains. The previous noise generation. This one, you have a lot more configurations, but the result is difficult to like configure it to how you want it to be. I mean, generally in the clone, how much render distance are you handling with reasonable memory? Like I think the world should be like 20 by 20 subchunks. I'm not sure. We need to change this, chat. We need to change this. And I'm not sure what value to use here to change it. What values to use? Where do we use this? We use it here. We use it here. And what do we do? Yeah, we use it here. If we make it, let's make it a very low number. Noise, if it's greater than 0.1. And let's see what do we get. Yo. Yo. Yo, wait a minute. Like this noise generation, I think better fits as cave generation. As cave maybe, but these are very huge caves. These are very huge caves. What else can we change, chat? Let's bring back the old like configuration that depends on the global Y, where higher up is closer to 1 and lower down is closer to 0. And let's see what do we get. Comment the code related to noise based on... Yeah, I uncommented. That's our previous code with the previous library. This with the previous library worked very well. Wait, actually, let's try to replicate the previous library with the current one. Let's see what the previous library uses. But the benefit of doing this is that the new library is a lot faster. Let's try to configure it to look like the previous one, because the result in the previous one was very good. Sif noise C++. This was the previous library. What do they use for 3D noise here? Because they had very good one, very good noise. Octave 3D. 3D. Let's search for 3D noise. Yeah, noise 3D. Octave 3D. I use this, I think. I use this. Octave 3D. Clamped and remapped to the range of 0 and 1. The node editor, add basic generators, gradient, and set y multiplier, then add operation subtract. Goofy ass shapes. Yeah, okay, we'll try what chatter suggested. We'll try what he suggested. Let's remove these nodes here. Add basic generator. Okay, this is the basic generator, Perly noise, sure. And then we do gradient. Okay, we do gradient. Gradient. Yo. Wait, you're cooking. Here is an offset. Z offset W. Yo. Set the y multiplier to 0.01. Yeah, let's restart this actually. Let's restart this. Here, gradient. Let's start again. Gradient. So y multiplier to 0.01. Sure. And now it's like this. Oh, it should be the opposite actually. It should be the opposite, I think. Like, I'm not sure. Then add operations subtract. Connect the gradient output. Oh yeah, okay, let's do some. Okay, let's remove this node. Okay. Sure. Fine. Yeah. Here we do. Bro, this is very useful, man. Subtract. Okay. Then what do we do? Gradient to the left hand side. Okay. Gradient to left hand side. Sure. And then probably the Perly noise to the right hand. Yo. Oh, we need to flip it actually. Yo, you're right. Oh no, we need to go on top. Bro, you're a genius. You're a genius. Bro, this is exactly what I wanted. We just need to configure it a bit. Maybe add some fractal. You're a genius, man. That feature scale to say 600. Oh. 600. Yo, bro. But this is a lot like the 2D noise. Yo, thank you, man. Thank you. That was very helpful. Yeah, I'll screenshot you. Big W, man. Big W. You helped me a lot. Excalibur.com. And here we have a second W. Ivan, thank you, man. Second W. Yo, bro. And how can we add the mountains now? Here, maybe to add fractal, but fractal is very not helpful. Like very inefficient is the fractal when we add it. But okay, let's add it. Let's add fractal as well. Here, fractal, and the output here. Yo, now we're using the fractal and we can change it a bit. Here, we can change it. Octaves, 5 octaves. Yo, much better. Bravo. What else? Weighted strength. 0 is fine. And this. 2 is fine. Gain. Oh, when we add gain, it becomes like mountains. Kind of. Yo, this is much better, man. It's much better. Yeah, we just need to start using it. The water on this is gonna look amazing, yeah. Let me think about it. Yeah. But we don't know when is the surface level. When do we have a surface? Yeah, this is interesting. Here we can change the mesh color. We can change the mesh color. So, and here they have pretty good speeds in generation. Look at this, they have pretty good speeds. They don't have lag spikes. They probably have multi-threading. Yo, I need terrain generation like this. And how are we going to use this? Well, here probably we can save this and use it. We don't need this thing and we don't need this thing. So we have these values. Here we subtract. What's the slow thing in your clone meshing or generation? Not using multi-threading. That's the slow thing. How can we save this? Preview 2D, seed and scale tools, detach node. How can I save this so that I can use it in my world? We could like manually set it up the same, but convert to value. Copy encoded node 3, perfect. Or maybe to copy from here. Yeah, from here. Yeah, nice. Yo, let's use it. Here, let's change this back. And get terrain. Here. Here, can we start using it? Okay, this is the string. We need to use this. They mentioned this in the guide. Here, this thing, generator. Here. Like this, copy, paste, like this. And here we use generator, like this. Let's see, what do we get? Do we get that same terrain? Yeah, I'm back. What did I lose? What do you mean, what do you lose? Here we need probably to flip it. How is this terrain rendered? Here, what are these values? What did you make the time I wasn't here? We switched to this much cooler noise generation, 3D noise generation library, and in a viewer here, this noise generation library offers like this cool graph with nodes where you can easily generate any terrain you want, and you can copy it and use it here in the code. And I already copied it. Here, you just need to give it this string value. This is the whole node graph here, saved. And I just directly use it here. Let me think about it. Generate terrain, here, block ID. Yeah, here. We could do, let's comment this out actually, temporarily. And here let's do if noise is greater than 0.5 to output stone, else air. Can we do this? And this is noise value. Can we do this? Petsa, what's up? How will you handle biomes? When we get there, we'll do it. Where is the terrain? Oh, it's flipped. The terrain is flipped. So if it's higher than 0.5, it's stone. Let's flip it. Yo. Yo. Chat. Here, what is the y? Here the y is 0 actually. Here the y is 0. Yeah, but this is 3D noise. This 3D noise. This should be the exact same noise from the application here. It should be this, the exact same noise. But our world generation is much more inefficient. Bro, I need to make it more performant for sure. I need to make it more performant. This is 3D noise. And I don't know how to check if this is the surface level to make this the grass block. I don't know how to, like here, to change this to be the grass block. Like this to be the grass block. Because now we don't have a surface level. Now, like, we're just using the 3D noise everywhere. Or okay, let's do this. For grass, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's make an if here. If noise value is less than, if it's equal, then 0.5 f. Here I do ID. Block ID equals air by default. Here we do block ID equals grass. And here we do else if noise value is less than 0.5. Block ID equals stone. And this should be grass block. And let's comment this out. And let's see if the surface is grass. Let's see if the surface is grass. I don't see grass anywhere, bro. Oh, maybe it should be the opposite. Maybe it should be the opposite. Not equals, but what should it be? Like the lowest value. What's the lowest value? What's the lowest value? If it equals 0, let's do 0. Is the 0 the lowest value? No, actually, no, that's a bad idea. No, it's a false, so maybe it freaks out with precision. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know how to do grass. That's a bit of a problem. I don't know how to do grass. That's a bit of a problem, chat. A bit of a problem. Let's do a summary until, like, up to this moment. Let's do a summary. So chat, you guys voted to have 3D Perle noise. And I'm very glad you voted for this because we found this amazing C++ noise library. This fast noise 2. This is super cool library that has super many options and it has this note editor. This is the, no, not this. This is the note editor, bro. Look at this. We can fly around, and here a viewer suggested to use this note graph. So here, this is the Perle noise. It goes through this fractal note that makes it more interesting. And here we subtract from this like simple gradient, and we get this terrain, which is basically just like the Minecraft world, kinda. It's difficult to get proper noise values and noise generation. It's difficult. That's what we noticed. It's difficult to get the proper noise values. Like we need to we need to like play around with many values. We need to play around with the graph to get something interesting. So we didn't manage to implement mountains or like caves, but the plus side from all of this is that we found this cool library, and we'll use this noise library from here on out. even if it's for 2D noise generation, because it's very efficient. It's super efficient, man. It's super cool. And I like this library a lot. And this library motivated me to optimize my game, because look at how slow my my generation is. And this is very small region. But here in their library, they have a super huge region with good FPS and no like lag spikes. Like they motivated me to improve my code. I see, we're still focusing on redstone. Yeah. Don't you see the redstone here, guys? This is just a sidetrack, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just a sidetrack. It's just a quick sidetrack, guys. So that's kind of the summary for today. We didn't manage to like create cool terrain. Most likely in the next stream we'll bring back the previous version of the game, but we'll use this noise library even if it's for 2D noise generation. Even if it's for 2D noise generation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, bye, guys.